G'day legends and welcome back to the episode of That Slot Cargo News for a Friday. I normally do it on a Thursday. I was a little bit busy yesterday. I will explain all after the intro. We've got plenty to get through today. I've actually got a really cool item physically to show you. But before we get stuck into today's news, let's hear from the official news sponsor.
Today's news is proudly brought to you by Slot Mods, established in 2008, makers of the finest slot car raceways in the world. Let's race.
So welcome back to another episode, legends, and apologies there was no news yesterday. I normally release it on a Thursday. I was busy rearranging my space. I will explain all into today's video and an unboxing that I'll release during the weekend. But before we get stuck into today's news and a little explanation about what's behind me, a massive thank you to the official news sponsor, Slot Mods. Please check out their socials linked in the channel description and of course this video description. And if you want a handy little t-shirt, use my discount code TSCG to knock a little bit off the top. So why was I too busy yesterday? Well, behind me I do have a Carrera digital track setup, a very basic one with the track that I had on hand. I am going to be purchasing and hopefully reaching out to get some new pieces, better flowing corners so I can make a decent track, which will make sense with a product that I do have in today's news, and of course the unboxing of that product which will be released, and some cars from SRC over this weekend. More to come on that. But let's kick off with today's news, and we're going to look at Carrera. Again, the social media team are showing us some of their stuff. We have got the KTM Expo GTX. Looks really good. I do have the set here that I will have to review. Parts of the track is behind me. I will be reviewing that set very, very soon. And we also have the Chevy Corvette C7 GT3R, the colorway competition car. Two very good looking cars, of course, good looking photos by the social media team. You can't go wrong with those two. Next up, some news from Avant. They are now showing us some 3D images of the Mitsubishi Galant VR4. They are ready for printing. This is very exciting. I cannot wait to see a working model. I guess they will show us some prototypes. Companies are getting really good at showing us some working prototypes. So hopefully we get to see some of that in action very soon. This is on my hit list. Huge JDM fan right here. Is it on your hit list? Well, there you go, an updated 3D pic and stating that they're ready to start doing molding. So some news from Hobby Classics. They're updating us with their store. They've got a big list of slot classics in stock. Here is the photos. You can see there is a bigger range there. Check out their website for full details on what's on offer there. Again, Hobby Classics, keep an eye on the webpage. There's a lot more than just slot cars going on there, R&D, but they have updated their slot classics range of goodies. So next up, Pendle Slot with another shakedown video of their F2 kit, now driven on a Ninko track by the same team, the Slot Car Mag. They also did it on a Carrera track. It's good seeing this car has been shaken up on different styles of texture when it comes to plastic track. Will there be a wood routed track test? I'm not sure. I hope we do see that, but it is getting closer to release. And of course, check out the Slot Car magazine because they will have a write-up of this car because at the moment they're the only ones testing it. I do have a kit. I will be building it. It will be going around the Carrera slot track, which I cannot wait to get that up and running. So stay tuned to the channel. But it's good to see this thing is a little pocket rocket. So next up, we have three stunning cars from Slot It. Now, I did find this on Pendle Slot's website stating that they are available. So if you want these, jump on them. If you haven't got a Slot It, add one to your collection. They are incredible. Let's kick it off with the Lotus 72 Monza GP 1971. Highly detailed car. These things do perform. If you haven't got a Slot It, please try one out. They look good, they go good. Next, we have the limited edition Ferrari 126 C2 car number 27. Again, limited edition. This looks incredible. Now, I don't have many or any shelf queens. If I did, this would be a high candidate, but I would have to put it around the track, I think, just once. And last but not least, the Maserati MC GT4 66 Laguna Seca. Now, this looks incredible. I'm a huge fan of the Maserati. I think it's an underrated car. Looks really good, good looking livery. So there you go, three bangers from Slot It, available now at Pendle Slot. So next up, some news from Scaleauto, and if you are waiting on the Mitsubishi Evo, we're seeing a lot about this car, and I believe this is the final paint production. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished, from what I can tell by the post that they did put up on their Facebook page. I'm a big fan of this. I did drive it at the UK festival. It is really good. Angle winder and side winder configuration, which is really good to see, two different configurations. And they did both perform differently as well. On a very early printed Scaleauto track. So I didn't have the full beams because it was a very early print of a track, but a really cool car. Highly anticipated. I can't wait for it. If you notice, there is a theme. JDM is definitely a thing now. I don't think it's a fad. It will be around for a long time in the slot car world. I'm excited about it. I know a lot of people are. So this is almost ready. I don't know how far off it is. I'll see if I can find out. Next up, two legends combined, Team Slot and Electric Dreams. This is their latest limited edition car for the Electric Dreams store. It is an Alpha, absolutely stunning, in a Golf livery. Yes, limited run. Now, if you have been living on the rock for this whole year, Electric Dreams have been releasing a limited run car every month of the year. This is this month's, of course, more to come, but it's Team Slot turn. What's my thoughts? Huge fan of Golf livery. Yes, we do get a lot of Golf livery cars. I think this one wears it really well. Again, limited run. Not 100% sure on the numbers. If you are watching Marco, can you please put down below the numbers? I might have missed that in the email, but again, limited run, and these do sell out fast from Electric Dreams. So go and check them out.
So hot off the press, some HO goodies from Ottawa. We have the 1975 Ford Escort, the 1975 Datsun 620 new tooling. We have the Datsun 510 1970 new tooling as well, all part of the Rally Road stage. And finally, the 77 Chevy Blazer. Moving on to the American icons, we have the Pontiac Firebird, the Dodge Challenger RT, the 76 Ford Torino. And moving on to the drag cars, we have the number 1 Bob Tasco, the 3rd 2022, Matt Hagen's 2022 NHR funny car. These are all 2022 models. The Napa Ron Kappa 2022 NHR funny car, and my favorite out of the bunch, the Snap-on Cruise Pedregon 2022 funny car. But we've also got a very, very awesome set with a new tooling, and it is the Competition Lighted Pro Racing with bank corners and new tooling for the Petty car.
So what's happening in the world of slot cars? Well, SRC has some news to share with us, an exciting item and an exciting project they're working on. If you have watched one of my latest news releases, the LMP SRC series for 2024, they did ask clubs to get involved, and they're going to try and start up a series or a league, and they've updated a poster. So it now appears there is a European league, which I'm not surprised, they are big in Europe, and also an American league, which is exciting for SRC. That's a market they want to get involved in heavily, and it looks like it is working. So we have a European league and an American league. Now, me being an Aussie, please, Aussies or New Zealanders, if you do have a club, reach out to them. I'd love to see an Oz NZ or an Aussie and New Zealand list on there as well. That'd be a very proud moment to see SRC be represented by clubs down there. So if you are interested in it, reach out to SRC, and this is going directly to the Australians and the New Zealanders. Please jump on that. And let's say the South Africans as well, because they're heavily involved in slot cars too. So if you are interested, reach out to them and let's update this list. And next up, you might have seen the news about the SRC Light Kit, one of my latest news releases. I did show a 3D image of it. They're working on the design. Well, now as you can see, they are producing it, which is very exciting for a small company from Spain. SRC isn't the biggest company, but they produce a lot of stuff other than slot cars. Stay tuned to the channel. I will be doing a special on them. I did receive 2 cars from them this week, unboxing to come on the weekend. And I will do a special showing you the difference between the Chrono and the original series, and have a look at my own SRC collection. So really cool news from SRC. I'm a big supporter of them. Jump on board. They are doing big things in the slot car world. So next up for slot car goodies, I do have a physical item to share with you today and an unboxing which will come out over the weekend. I know it's a little bit backwards, but that's just how filming goes. And this will answer why the wood routed track is up against the wall, and I do have a digital Carrera track behind me. It is called the Axlebox, designed and owned by Alex, the absolute legend. Sent me one for review, and I thought the best way to review it is put up a Carrera digital track. What is it? Well, the idea isn't new, but this did stand out to me. Hence why I reached out to Alex to say, hey mate, this is a cool looking thing. Of course, it is a Carrera digital analog switcher box, so you only need one track, Carrera digital, and of course you switch it to analog. Full unboxing and review to come on this, hence why I do have a digital track behind me, because we're going to install it on the channel, and then I can get some really cool reviews done. In regards to the track behind me, that will change. I am going to be getting some better track pieces, corners to be precise, to make it more flowy, but this looks pretty cool for now. So a big thank you to Alex from Axlebox. I will give you the full details in future videos. I am still talking to him off camera about how many does he have for sale. That will come in the future. I can't wait to test this out on the channel. So that's a wrap on today's episode of That Slot Car Guy News for a Friday. Apologies it wasn't out yesterday. I was flat out doing the track, and now you know why. Yes, the wood router track is still here. I am keeping the wood router track, but we have some unfinished business with a Carrera digital and soon to be analog track. As always, a massive thank you to the official news sponsor, Slot Mods. You guys are absolute legends. Please check out their social links in the video description and of course my channel description. And if you want a cheeky little t-shirt, use my cheeky little discount code TSCG and it'll take just a little bit off the top of the price. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy from Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. If this is the kind of content you like, please consider subscribing. It does help out the channel immensely. But be safe, take care, stay tuned. We've got plenty to do on the channel. Ciao.
Today's news is proudly brought to you by Slot Mods, established in 2008, makers of the finest slot car raceways in the world. Let's race.